Video. Today we got some Top Stadium Club Chrome. This is a blaster box. Picked this up today. I don't know how they only have one box, but the stocker was there and they literally only had one box. They also didn't have any basketball, which I was pretty bummed about. I was hoping to find some of the new hoops basketball. But my buddy Brett said these boxes are pretty good, so I went ahead and picked it up. Hopefully we can pull something good out of here. I know you can get autographs out of here, and they're actually not too hard to get. We did open regular Stadium Club, and that came out, and we got a pretty good auto out of there. So yeah, base cards, parallel refractors. It's like refractors are 1 in 2 packs, 1 in 112 packs on a wave refractor. Gold refractor 1 in 27, so not bad, and so on and so forth. I don't know if it really tells you what the autograph overall odds are. It says autograph variation parallels gold or 1 in 171. That's actually really good. So yeah, look for autographs and what have you. 6 cards per pack and 1 bonus pack with the parallel. So yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know how many cards. Is it 6 times? We'll see how many cards are in here, but I think it's like 28 cards or something like that per box. So hopefully we can pull some heat out of here. Like I said, my buddy Brett did pretty good on this, and he said definitely buy it. So I just can't believe they only have one box. It makes no sense. And here we go. So we do have 4 packs, so 24, and then another 4 cards with the exclusive parallels. So we'll probably do that last. Let's go ahead and see if we can get anything good here. Rose Arena is still pretty hot. Of course, Kyle Lewis and all the other ones. Here's Yoshi Sasugo. So you can see these are a lot nicer with that chrome instead of just the base Stadium Club cards. So already a rookie card. We got a Vlad Senior Hall of Famer there. I do see what looks like an indentation right there. Looks like a little dimple in the card. And then there's another one there. So, or is that part of the... it's hard to tell. There's another one there. Is that part of the card? That's crazy. We got Jesus Luzardo. There's a good one. And then our next card is going to be our refractor. We got Lamar in here. DMDDH. Colleen. What's going on, guys? So, Jesus Luzardo. That's a good one. We got Jake Rogers rookie card. I'm beginning to think that's like part of the card. Because I'm seeing like a little bowl right there, too. I don't know if that's just part of the card or what, but we got our 3rd rookie card, and this one's a refractor, so let's go ahead and sleeve that one up. Can't complain. And then you can see on the back it says refractor right there. It's kind of nice how they got them marked. Some sets will do that, some sets won't. No problem there, DMDH. Okay, that's how the cards were made. That's what I assume. Once I seen like every card had one of those on there almost. I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't see any on this card. Strange. Then we got a Matt Thai, another rookie card. So these must be absolutely loaded with rookies. And then we got an Aquino. So literally we got 5 rookies and then a Hall of Famer. Man, that is crazy. Is that how every pack is going to be? I don't know if I like the Aquino with him sliding like that, card being sideways. I don't recall his regular Stadium Club looking like that, but Matt Thias. So, yeah, pack number 1, not too shabby, I would say. I mean, for 4 packs plus a bonus pack. We got Ozzy Albies. I sent quite a few of his rookies off. Albert Alzolay. So we got another, but I can see like more here. So I think that's just part of the design. That is very strange. Trevor Bauer. Don't know why they got him batting. He's a pitcher. It's kind of funny. And then we got Rolls Chapman. That's a refractor card, so not too bad. And we got a Rod Carew, Hall of Famer there. Very nice. Got the afro going on there. And Mookie Betts, one of the best players currently, signed that huge contract for the Dodgers. So his price has really seen a spike this year. Let's go ahead. So I guess we only got one rookie that in that pack. Strange. Yeah, appreciate you viewing. I was like 2 minutes in, I had nobody in here. I'm like, what's going on? We got Trey Mancini. It might have just delayed on the sending out notifications. Roger Clemens, not in the Hall of Fame, but should be. Part of that whole PED scandal. Then we got a Tony Gonsolin rookie card. So we'll sleeve that up. And we got our first insert. Chris Sale from the Red Sox. Errors of the zone. So instead of a refractor, we got an insert card. We got pitcher rookie card. I'm not going to try to butcher his name. And then we got a Franmil Rays. I can see some factory lines in this one too. You can see the line going through right there. I think I seen, yeah, there's one down here, one down there. So unfortunately on these cards, these chrome cards, you think they would figure it out. Topps would, and stop getting all these like factory lines and stuff. Gets to be kind of annoying. Just want to sleeve these rookie cards up. Pretty good box though. I mean, we've gotten like lots of rookie cards, and we've gotten lots of like Hall of Famers. So these cards are pretty stacked. Rafael Devers. We got a Yu Chang. Looks like he's like struggling to take a dump there. Chris Bryant. I picked up his rookie's really cheap. I got one for like $30 on a PSA 10. There's Otani. Oh, Otani. Power Zone card, so another insert. So we got 2 inserts out of this box. Matt Olson, I bought into him. Sent something to get graded, and then his cards absolutely like tanked. His batting average went down to junk. And his last part of the year was horrible. JD Martinez. So, Sly One, what's going on? Yeah, I like Bryant. I was pretty excited to see them win the World Series. I was in outskirts of Chicago when that happened. Everybody was going nuts. So, a couple inserts. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rookie cards so far out of 24 cards. And let's see if I miss any Hall of Famers here. Franmil Rays, I don't even know. Roger Clemens, who should be. Mookie Betts, possible future Hall of Famer. We got Rod Carew. And Vlad, I think, were those the only Hall of Famers? It's nice on the back, it tells you their career. It just shows the 1 year though, 2019. Clemens, of course, doesn't show you because he is not current. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and open the extra pack here. See if we get a good one on this. These are kind of like, almost like the X-Fractor cards you get out of regular Topps Chrome mega boxes. Dustman bought his first two Champions Path ETB. Pulled a Rainbow Charizard. Holy crap. That's crazy. I opened a ton of that stuff and didn't pull one. We got our first card. You can see it's just, like I said, it's like an X-Factor almost. We got a Sasugo rookie card. Very nice. It's got to have some value. Although I don't know how big his cards are. Bauer, that darn Bauer card. Oop. Got a card that's stuck almost. We got Tony Gwynn. Nice. Hall of Famer. Rest in peace. Don't chew tobacco, guys. Don't do drugs. And Gio Urshela from the New York Yankees. So nice card there. Don't know what that would be worth. 135 home runs is all he hit in his entire career. 338 batting average. That's pretty dang good. Pretty darn good. 1,138 RBIs. 3,141 hits. So part of that 3,000 hit club. Let's compare him to like a Vlad Sr. Where did I put that card? Here we go. So, and Rod Carew. Always nice to compare. So Rod Carew had 92 home runs. He had 3,053 hits, and he had a 328 batting average. Vlad had only a 318 batting average. Anything over 300 is really good, though. But he had 449 home runs, and he had 2,590 hits. So he had less than 3,000 hits. Seems like when players have more home runs, they typically kind of give up hits. So they have like less hits and less of a batting average. But yeah, so out of the three, the best stats would probably be Gwynn. But obviously, Vlad had more home runs. Vlad Jr. needs to pick up the pace because he's not really... He didn't have a great year, so his prices really kind of went down. I know I sent in some of his... his rookie cards, the short prints, and they've gone down in price, so pretty bummed. Shag, Gwynn, he did like tobacco chew or whatever, and he got like cancer, mouth cancer or something, passed away. I think he was only like 50, maybe. Yeah, he was born in 1960, so he would be 60 years old if he was still alive. Yep. Sly one went to the victory parade. Grant Park, I don't know what that is. Shag pulled it Juan Soto Gold auto refractor. Holy crap, that's a good hit. Very cool. So that's going to be it. I mean, pretty good box, even though we didn't hit an auto. I definitely see the value here, and these cards really look sick. I mean, you get a lot of rookies in here. So a lot of potential. Like we got two Sasugos, we got the Luzardo. We even got one that was a refractor. And then you get a couple of insert cards. And the possibility of getting an auto. I think the auto hits are actually, they're not too hard to do. Oh, the Cubs World Series. Sweet. Yeah, I just saw the game. I was out and about and I was watching the game. But I don't live close enough to Chicago, but yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Other than that, we have a box of Pokemon cards we're going to be opening probably tomorrow. So you can see it right there. Vivid Voltage. Picked that up today as well as those hit the shelves. So, random Ryan's in here. Ripped 4 Blaster NBA hoops. Got 3 Zions. Wow, man. How many Zions are in that? Is it just he has like maybe like 2 cards in hoops, kind of like just base hoops? That's insane. Those has got to be worth some money. And Shag said he got 6 blasters open. So yeah, not bad. I mean, if you see this stuff, worth the pickup. Would have been nice to hit a big rookie, but I mean, this stuff isn't bad, I would say. I mean, anytime you get less cards, but the cards are like much better quality, I'd rather go with that. I mean, you're paying what, like 75 cents a card or something, so it's a little pricey, but you get one good hit and you're golden. Yeah, that Mega Ball was crazy. What did Carson end up with? I think I tuned out after about the 6 or 7 hour mark. I think he was at like 800. 2 inserts and 1 base. Wow, yeah. Regular Hoops had the regular Hoops base card, and then it had the other one with him on it. So, wanted John Morant, but I'll take it. Yeah, for sure. The high was 920. Yeah, it seemed like he was trying to get to $1,000, but he just That's tough to do, especially when he was down to like 300 at one point. So it was fun to watch. So glad you got, some of your money back. Hopefully on what's the next day then? Hopefully on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday is a live stream. You get some big. Maybe you'll hit like 3 grand again on one of those games. That was insane when he hit that 3 grand. I was I was there. He got a 20x on the cash hunt or whatever, or not cash hunt. Crazy time for 20x for $3,000. That was insane. He was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. As soon as it hit, he's like, oh my god, oh my god. He was going nuts, man. So, and I'm friends with Edward as well. I've traveled and um, done videos and partied it up with Edward. So he's doing pretty financially good for himself. So it's pretty still cool to see him win the 3 grand. Um, Hit huge and buy a Shadowless Charizard. I've got one. It's a PSA 6. I picked it up for like $290. And I actually overpaid when I got it back from grading. I was hoping for a 7, and I got a 6, and the going rate on that was like $300 at the time. So I'm like, dang it, I broke even. But 2 years later, it's now like $2,000 card. Yeah, he saves his money pretty good. I mean, he's got some tax write-offs and stuff like that. But yeah, being in California, he's bending over and taking it. I've told him a million times, but he likes California too much, and he kind of like he's young and he lives the nightlife, and he's always out and about doing stuff. So like to him, it's worth it to live there. But I think give it enough time, and he has enough money, he might want to move out of there to not get raped on taxes. But yeah, they get you really good. A lot of those guys in California, they're moving out and going to Vegas because Vegas, like they'll save like, especially if they're making $1 million or more a year, they're saving like 40 grand a month just moving out of state, just moving to the next state over. So that's why I'm kind of looking at Tennessee because, well, number one, I'm up north. I mean, I'm in the southern part of Wisconsin, but like right now it's like 30 degrees out, and where I'm looking at houses in Tennessee, it's like 45, 50 degrees out. So, and it's close enough where I'd be, 8 hours, pretty much like 7 hour drive from home, so I can go see family. I'm also like probably 7, 8 hours from like Texas, or like I can go to Florida, I can go to South Carolina. Like I can literally go anywhere from where I'm at if I'm in Tennessee, to where it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But when you're in Wisconsin, it's like you only have so many areas you can drive to unless you want to drive like 15 hours or something. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, I'm not a fan at all. Really not a fan. And I've driven through there so many dang times, man. Avoid Chicago like the plague. Any big city, really. I mean, I've been to Chicago. I mean, I'm not far from Chicago, Milwaukee, Madison. I've been to New York City. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to, obviously, LA. And I just hate big cities. I'll live, outside of, 45 minutes away, something like that, in a small town, but I'm not. You can pay me, you can pay me enough money to live in a big congested area, having to deal with stupid people. It's just not worth it. And crime rates are always higher, and you know, it's just crazy. Yeah, Columbus, Ohio. My buddy Blake, he lives north of Columbus, and I've been through Columbus a handful of times. But yeah, just any big city in general, it's just not my thing. Yeah, plus you can go find cards at your local place because there's less people. You go to these like bigger cities, and like my buddy Brett's like an hour away, and he's kind of in a suburb of Chicago, and he'll be there at Meyer or whatever, and there'll be like 15, 20 people standing in line for like 2, 3 hours waiting for that person to stock the shelf. And then they go and they each get like one product, and then they go back and start giving them another one. And it's like, dude, there's no way I could do that, man. No freaking way. 10 NFL Prism Blasters at retail. Yeah, if you're in Austin, yeah, just take it and get the hell out of there. That's what we always say. Just take it and get the hell out of there. Go to the self checkout. Don't let anybody see you. Get like a T-shirt or something. Just cover all the boxes up with a T-shirt, and then just sneakily like check all your cards out and maybe like throw the T-shirt to the side or something. Yeah, like my buddy Brett, he got to Target and they had done all this basketball stuff and they had done all these good products, right? And he got there and it was all gone. And his buddy had showed him that he got like 10 boxes of basketball and whatnot. And then he gets there and the guy that stocks the shelf knows him because he's kind of followed him around before because that's the only way he can get product. And the guy's like, oh, the guy ran to the manager and told him, like, don't let that guy get more than like 2 boxes. Like, he's like, dude, what the hell? Like, I'm just buying this stuff to crack it open. I'm not like a flipper. I'm not reselling this stuff. He's like, and my buddy, he got like 10 boxes and all of his friends got all these boxes. You didn't limit them. Why the hell are you limiting me? So he just kept going back in there, going back in there. And every time he'd go to like a different checkout or he'd go to the back of the store, check out back there. That's really what you got to do if you want to get stuff anymore. Um, Draft Prism Basketball got some good prospects and hollows. It's hard to say. I mean, last year I graded Zion's and John Morant's from the draft and a couple of the colors of some of the bigger rookies, and I did pretty good on them. But now with grading being $15 a card, it's just really really hard. And then you look at the surface and there's a little indent, or there's a factory line, or it's just super annoying. That's why I haven't graded any of the new stuff. It's just too much. You just never know. Right now they're saying 36% that um, LaMelo Ball is going to be Rookie of the Year, but I don't know how they can possibly predict that when the season hasn't even started yet. Um, but yeah, he's looking pretty good. But I mean, there's some other guys as well that have looked pretty good. I guess Bol has a chance for Rookie of the Year. So J Dub killing. Some of the vendors are saying oh, you're just going to sell this for $100. Yeah, we do open the product. And my buddy's got a YouTube channel as well, and he shows the guy like, look, this is my channel. This is me like opening all these boxes. I'm not one of these guys that just grabs it and resells it for more money. I think they get salty about it because they're just you know stocking shelves for $10 an hour, and they probably hate their lives, and they see some guy that's gonna make like a couple $100 in like 5 minutes, and they get all pissed off about it. So they try, that's really what it boils down to, is just saltiness. Um, yeah, I am pretty excited about the Shiny V. Um, I'm not getting any of the Japanese. Pretty much the Japanese stuff is not going to be as valuable once the English stuff hits the market. I mean, there's still value there. It'd still be nice to own a few of the cards. I'll probably get the Charizards once those cards bottom out. I know the Shiny GX Charizard from Hidden Fates. I got that in Japanese for like $75. I think about 4 or 5 of them when it was bottomed out at $75. I think most of them came back at 10. Maybe I got 1.9 out of them, but those are going for hundreds of dollars now, especially in a PSA 10. So same thing with the tag team Charizard, the gold one with Charizard and Reshiram. I bought that at like $55. I snagged like 4 of those up from Japan, and those all 4 graded at 10. And now those are like, well, last time I checked, it was like a $600 card in a 10. Inside order on where to pre-order. I know where I'm not ordering from, freaking GameStop, man. I'm so done with that company. When I bought those boxes of Champions Path, they convinced me to sign up for the program for a year, which is like $15 or whatever it is. And they're like you're instantly gonna get $30 back because you're spending like over $300 or whatever. Because I'd already bought like $250 in boxes, and then I was spending like another $250 in boxes. Because I ordered my boxes from 2 different stores because the one by me said I couldn't get more than like 5 boxes, which was complete bull crap. And then the other GameStop I went to, they were like, "Oh, we wouldn't have limited you. You can get as much as you want." And then my product was supposed to come at the end of September, and then they called me on the phone. I don't know if you heard or not, but we're not getting any of that. Blah blah blah. It's backed up for like a month. So I saw all these other YouTubers opening all this Champions Path, and then I had to wait. And then the end of October came, my crap still didn't get here. And then it was like the first week of November when they finally called me and had my boxes that I pre-ordered. And it was just an absolute crap show. Um, and then when I went back to buy something with my $30, it wasn't on my card, and I had to stand there for literally an hour while they tried to call their own customer support and uh, get it all situated. And then the only way I could use it was if I logged into my account online and activated the points that they had given me. It was just a complete crap show. But I'm definitely not going to GameStop anymore. GameStop is a joke. DB cards, yeah, the Japanese cards do gem pretty good. I bought a lot of the promos from Japan, the Pikachu promos. I bought the uh, the amazing rares. I bought all those from Japan, so I got a ton of those I'm gonna be sending in. Um, but yeah, I would say there's gonna be plenty of people to pre-order from. There's a guy on YouTube. Um, what's his name called? He's got like blonde hair. I see his videos pop up all the time. His name's like Daniel or something like that. He's got a bunch of cards in the background. He owns like a card shop, and then he works as well. But he's got a buddy in another state, I think, that they run it together. And Danny Phantom, yep. See, it's like every YouTube out there, everyone else has seen like the same exact YouTubers. But yeah, he said he'll have pre-order or whatever. But I don't know how much product he's gonna get and what day he's gonna like get it. Or what day he's gonna get all the allocation numbers. But yeah, I might just go through him and see where else I can, potentially get it from. So I think what you're gonna want to do is order it from 2 or 3 different people. That way, if something happens with 1 or 2 of them, you're still gonna get some. Um, I know there is the Elite Trainer box, which has the Eevee on it. I think that's gonna be pretty hot. You get 10 packs for $50. There's gonna be these little tins where you get 2 packs for like $9. Those are the best bang for the buck if you just want the packs. And then there's tins with like 6 packs for $30, and you get one of the Shiny V or Shiny V Max. I think one's Dragapult and the other is Lapras or something like that. Those I'm gonna have to get because I want to get the promo cards. In order to collect all the Shiny V's and the Shiny V Max full art cards, you're gonna have to get different tins and collection boxes and stuff like that. So Game Nerds, their site, they usually release pre-orders on Fridays. Yeah, I might go through Game Nerds as well. I think I've heard about them. But like these other guys are saying, don't try to pre-order like now. Wait till like at least into January. Yeah, and the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes went to like 300. I don't know what they're at right now, like with them printing it again, or if they are, that could bring the price down a little bit. But it seems like the Elite Trainer box is like the most safest bet if you're gonna buy it just to sit on it, and sell it later on, because not only is it a cool collectible to just look at, like the artwork and everything. So people just buy this and just set it on their shelf. But with the collection, with the special sets like Champions Path, Hidden Fates, Shining Fates, you get 10 packs of cards instead of just 8, and for $50, so you're talking essentially $5 per pack, which is the standard on the sets that are special sets. Then you also get a promo card in there. You also get the deck sleeves and the dividers and everything else. Usually the sleeves, after a few years, they'll go up in price, but when the set comes out and everybody's cracking these open, the sleeves are really tough to get rid of for like $3, $4, $5. But I've noticed like some of the stuff, as time kind of goes on, it becomes more and more hard to find. Like for instance, this Shining Legends playmat. These playmats were like not even $10 like a year or 2 years ago, and I just sold my last one that I happened to find. I sold it for like $25, just for the playmat. I mean, the collection box itself, I think this came in one of the bigger boxes, like collection boxes. Actually, I think I got them right over there. So I got the Shining Legends collection box, which came with like the promos. I think there was 4 promos. You got the playmat, you got the 10 packs of cards and everything. Yeah, you can see some Burning Shadows down there and some other crap. But yeah, those I love those boxes. Those were really good. You got the Shining Lugia and the Shining Celebi. The Lugia right now in a 10 is like, last time I checked, it was like $1,300 to $1,500 or something crazy. Get this one if my Walmart ever gets them back in stock. Yeah, for sure. Carlene, are you talking about that Vivid Voltage one I had on camera, or are you talking about the Eevee one for Shining Fates? Sword and Shield Premium box was short printed. Sword and Shield Premium box. Are you talking about the one with Zekrom, or the one with the 2 gold cards? Are you talking about that one? Zacian and Zamazenta. GameStop just charged my card for pre-order of the 2 Hidden Fates tins. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just so done with GameStop. It's not even funny. I do have $35 on my card now to use, which I'm just gonna use it up and just never go there again. Yeah, the $100 Zacian. Actually, I bought the Zacian and the Zamazenta. I don't know if you seen that stream. I got them on eBay. I got the pair for I paid $50 to $60 for the pair, and I thought that was a great deal. Instead of buying the box for $100 plus shipping or tax or whatever, and then you gotta got all the packs and the different stuff. I just didn't want all that extra stuff. If you guys wait here for 2 seconds, I can actually go grab those cards. Alrighty, so Zamazenta, where are you at? Must be at the bottom. Oh, here we are. One of pulls what's going on. The box is 16 packs, 2 promos. Yeah, I just didn't want to open a bunch of like random packs. I just never do that great. So here's the Zacian, and then there's the Zamazenta. You know about the centering with the right edge being a lot skinnier. I think that's just the way these cards were designed. This one's not as bad. Because if you flip the card over and look at the back centering, if that was the case, this border would be a lot skinnier. It's a tad bit off on this one. A tad bit. But if you look at this one, I mean, that's pretty much dead centered on the centering. So I don't think the front's off center. I think that's just how they made the card. They made the design, which I don't know how that's gonna equate for PSA. If they're gonna dock it down. Yeah, so I think that's just the way it's gonna be. Hopefully, I don't know. I've seen certain graders where there's certain cards where the centering doesn't line up, but they'll still give it 10s, and then other ones will give it like an 8, and you're like, this guy doesn't know. He doesn't know about the centering issue. Other than that, these looked really, really solid. There wasn't any like whitening in the corners or anything really. I mean, so. And then we got the Pikachu Japanese cards, Kanazawa or whatever it's called. I seen another YouTuber talking about that card as being one of the best cards of the year. And then I got the Amazing Rares, Raikou, Zacian. I've only gotten one of the Zamazenta. That's like that's the cheapest one out of the set. And I think this Jirachi, that's going to be a big card moving forward. There's 3 of those, and then I've got 6 Rayquazas. Holy crap, I didn't realize that many. And I've been trying to buy these, but the centering is so bad on these. It's all wonky. But I've seen some PSA 10s where the centering, it's like it's tilted, so it's not centered, but it's like when you look at it, like if you look at this, it'll be like thick up here and like skinny down here, but then it'll be like, it'll be the opposite on the opposite side, and it's like if it were to be straightened out, it would be centered, and they still give it a PSA 10, which is very strange. But I got the Orbeetle, Darmanitan, Colossal, Agaslash. Opal is the only trainer I've been able to get. I've actually just bought the Leon yesterday. And then the other cards I have from this set are, I haven't got the Vivid Voltage Charizard yet. The pre-release stamp. Build a Bear promo set card. I don't know what the Build a Bear promo card is. What card is that? I've not heard of that. I'll have to look into that one. Either at this point, my Walmart's not getting any Pokemon stuff. That's crazy. Maybe travel some other Walmarts on. The Cracked Ice Charizard. If you've seen me open the pre-release or the boxes, the deck boxes, I've opened so many of them. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think I might have some more on the way from eBay too. We got 17 of those, and then this one's always has issues on the back of the card, just the base non-hollow one. And then I have the reverse foil one as well. And there's the Celebi. I've got a Celebi on the way as well. Picking some up on eBay, not too expensive. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Pikachu promo card if you buy the Pokemon Build-A-Bear. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard of that personally. Oh, I've got some WotC stuff going out the PSA. This will be the stuff that goes in at the end of the month here, before PSA probably raises their ding fees again. I got some Clefable, no symbol errors. Electrode, no symbol error. Flareon. Jolteon, I got 2 of them. Snorlax, which he had some scratches. Probably an 8 on that one. Vileplume. And then first edition Electrode. 2 of those. Those are both looking like PSA 9s. And I got some cool cards from the EX series. I've been trying to get all of these cards, but they're tough. It's tough to even find them in near mint. Nonetheless, find them in actual mint condition. I really like this Raichu. He's got like this orb in the background. And I like that the borders are all holographic. Some of them are still part of the E series. So you got that cool E series to it. Typhlosion. Electrode was from 2004. Fire Red Green Leaf. It's a very expensive set if you try to get cards from that. That one was actually on like 25 bucks. And then the secret rare Charmander from Fire Red Green Leaf. Really nice. Got 2 of them. One's got scratches and then the other one's mint. And then probably my favorite one so far I've bought is that Wigglytuff. The darn thing looks like it's got a shot at a 10. I paid like 25 for it. Of course, every time I think a card's got a shot at a 10, I get it back. It's like, oh, it's a 9. What the hell? So, and then the Dustox, goofy looking butterfly or whatever the hell he's supposed to be. Another one that was only like 25 bucks. Then I've been going through these flying Pikachus and surfing Pikachus from Evolutions, which are good for money, which is crazy. I picked up, I think it was a flying Pikachu. It's from out of the country. It's in mint condition, but it's holographic, and it was from like 2008 or 9. And it's really cool looking. It's really undervalued in my opinion. And then I got the Colossal. Just bought that because it looked like a 10. Probably paid 15. A couple more Charizards. I got these in a lot. I don't know what the PSA 10 prices are on these right now, but I got a lot of Charizards for like 30 bucks, and these 2 cards are in it. And one of those reverse foil cards was in it. I think it was the first print run that looked like this, and then the second one, they did it all messed up, and it was all chipped up in the back. Super annoying. So hopefully those get 10s. And then here's the Japanese. This is why I say Japanese. Heard they closed memberships. Oh man. So But if you already have a membership and then your membership ends, you can still renew it, right? Um, Picking up some eBay, not too expensive, cool added collection. Yeah, yeah, I'll have to look into that the rare thing. Maybe give it to my niece or something, and then keep the card. Ticket time. Carson's in here. What's going on, bud? Ryan's in here as well. Say hi. Um, yeah, we got the Yveltal. Really cool rainbow colors on this card. And I think out of most all these I looked at, only like one or two of them I ended up not thinking I was gonna grade it. Carson, go to sleep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Yveltals. I think that's what I ordered. No, I ordered 13 of them. My personal favorite is this Kyogre. So cool looking. Look at his teeth even. Like his teeth are blinging out. Rawr. It's just so cool. And on his, what do you call these things? His arms, his flappers, his wings, whatever. It's like really cool, all blinged out. And I just like the splatter effect and the colors. So cool. And this, I mean, these are like $8 right now. It's like cheap as heck, man. A couple of them are off-centered a little bit, but it just depends on how nitpicky that PSA grader is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. And then the Reshiram. I don't know why these are so darn cheap, but the other Japanese ones, like the Rayquaza and the Celebi, those are like real expensive. But all three of these are like the same price. Very strange. This one's got a like cool like little effect to it. But Reshiram. I wish they would do an amazing rare Charizard. That would be insane. But I don't think they're gonna do one. I don't know if it's just gonna be the 9 of them they've done and that's it. Kind of like the Shining cards. They did 9 Shining cards from 2017. Then if you, I guess, include the Test Tube Mewtwo as a Shining card, then there was 10 of them. But I don't know. I think it'd be cool to like keep it going for a while. Kind of like Gold Stars. They did like 20 something Gold Stars during the Gold Star era. But with Shinings, I just didn't do a ton of them. Kind of like the Crystal card, the original Crystal cards. I think that's kind of like the legacy these things are gonna have, especially if they don't keep doing them and it's just like a one-off thing. It's gonna be like 10, 20 years from now, people are gonna be really talking about these cards and trying to collect them all and everything. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of those. So I wish I was at the point where I could just buy like 100 of these each, you know, or 200 or something great. Some people do that. They just buy like a ton of them because they know there's like so much value there. Yeah, Ryan thinks there's going to be a big thing with these amazing rares until they do the starters as amazing rares. Ooh, that would be crazy. You think they're going to do that? Charmander and Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Pikachu. Yeah, that would be great. Have a Pikachu amazing rare, man. That'd be nuts. I don't know if they're gonna do it though. I mean, these are the only ones I know of. Is the 3 here and then the 6. The other 6 from Vivid Voltage and the original Japanese set. I don't know if they're gonna do more than 9 of them. Ripped Vivid Voltage yet because I prefer to do booster boxes. Yeah, they're expensive. I wouldn't. There's no way I'd buy a booster box for $150. Just me personally. And with the centering on the cards, like I said on those cards, it's so tough. And it's like you can get these for like $15 already, you know, ready to go. You can look at the photos. Okay, it looks like a PSA 10. Pull the trigger, and you don't gotta waste all that money ripping packs at $4 a pack or $3 a pack. Just to finally pull one, and you go, ah, dang it, it's off-centered. It's such a pain. But I say go for the Jirachi and the Rayquaza. Those are the big two, between $15 and $20 for each one of those. Personally, I like the Rayquaza the best. I think it's just badass. It's green and it just jumps at you. That's gonna be a big card. This is gonna be a big card down the road. It's gonna be like the card to get. And if you look at Rayquaza, you know the Shining Rayquaza is worth good money from Shining Legends. The the Gold Star Rayquaza is like the rarest card out of all. That's part of the reason is the set Deoxys. They just didn't print as much of it, so that card's just really really rare. I had it in the PSA 8 and sold the damn thing, and now it's worth like 5-6 grand or something crazy. Set for October, I forgot what it's being called. Dang. So there's already a set. Is that the 20th anniversary set then, or because I know with our 25th anniversary, the 20th anniversary was Generations, and they did little pin collection boxes every single month for the year, I guess. So there was like 12 different ones. And when I got into the hobby in 2017, I think there was only like 3 or 4 pin boxes that you could find. The rest of them were like pretty much sold out. Because I know there was like a Mewtwo one, and there were some other ones that were just a lot bigger. But they're not as valuable, I don't think. 25th anniversary, but also part of Sword and Shield. Interesting. New for the competitive side. Huh. Is that what do they call it? There's a whole new thing like V something? Not a V, but it's like something else that started with a V or something. Can't remember what it's called now. What is the 25th? They didn't announce what's in the 25th anniversary set, did they? Because I've been watching videos pretty much regularly trying to figure out what the heck that's going to be. There's going to be any like big cards in there, or what's going to happen. Oh man. Yeah, I think it'll be a while before we see what that's going to be all about. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Shining Fates. I think that's going to be a big set, just because all the shiny V cards. You're gonna have the shiny, of course, the Charizard VMAX shiny version. That's gonna be the big hit card. And then you have all the other shiny Vs, shiny VMAX cards. And I think we're gonna get these in there as well. These amazing rares are gonna be in there, I would assume, because they're in the V set for Japan. So that'll be nice to be able to hit those. So it's just gonna be a really loaded set. I think there's more cards in the subset than Hidden Fates had. I think Hidden Fates had 80, or no, it had 90, I think, in the Shiny Vault collection. And this collection is gonna have like over 100, I think, which is gonna be nuts. First Japan set was released in October of '96. Yeah, that does make sense. So that would be the 25th anniversary. Sorry. And the holiday sets usually come out in October anyways, maybe like end of September. And I think that's when Generations hit was probably October of 2015. Or sorry, it's 2016. Of course, I wasn't in the hobby yet when that hit the shelves, but I was finding those out and about. And I did quite a few of the Generations. Shining Legends is celebrating the franchise, and October is to celebrate the TCG. Interesting. So Shining Fates is kind of part of the 25th anniversary, I guess you could say. What does celebrating the TCG actually mean? Like, so they're not gonna like have a whole collectible type set or something like that? That's kind of like what I would be looking forward to, is like collectible, just cards that are going to be sought after. But I think the Shining Fates in of itself. I was surprised we were getting Shining Fates in February, because it was like we just got Champion's Path. Like, why would they do another like a special set like a few months later? It doesn't even really make sense. Yeah, Shining Fates. The whole name is just screwing people up, because it's like Hidden Fates, Shining Legends. Card game was an October release. The company itself was in February. Ah, interesting. That makes sense then. It just feels weird, because it's like a Hidden Fates set, and all of these sets came out in the end of the year, not at the beginning of the year. Um, celebrating two different things. Okay. But we have no idea what that other set's going to be. It's going to be another, well, it's probably going to be a holiday set, right? Special set where you get trainer boxes and maybe some different collection boxes and stuff like that. But yeah, and it seems like they never print enough crap on the first wave, and then they got to print another deal. I don't know. Are they doing that for a reason? Like, are they printing like not too much, and then they're like see how much like demand, and then they're like, okay, we got to print this much more. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, I think Shining Fates is gonna be sick. I'm gonna collect all of the. I'm one card. The Sylveon GX shiny from Hidden Faces, only PSA 10 I need, and I got one at PSA. I'm just patiently waiting for that PSA submission to start grading so I can get it back. I'm pretty sure it's a 10. But then with these cards, I want to get them all on PSA 10, the shiny, all the shiny VMAX and V cards. Probably not the whole set because there's going to be like 120 cards in the set. Although that would be pretty sick to get all 120 of them in a PSA 10. Imagine that like 10, 20 years down the road. I've got the entire 120 cards, PSA 10. You throw them on like PWCC and you get like 100 grand for them. They're not doing theme decks anymore? Holy crap. First I hear they're not doing the staff promos anymore. So the promo card that they did for Vivid Vault, like normally they do the 4 promo cards for the set. They'll have a staff card which will have a staff logo on it, and those sell for really, really big money because they only go to like the staff of Pokemon. Sorry about that, guys. It cut out there. But as I was saying, they're not going to be doing the staff cards anymore. Normally you have a staff logo right here in these cards, on these pre-release cards. They're not going to be doing those anymore. So I'm hoping they're still going to do these ones where the staff ones are just more of a kind of like a niche thing where people with like really deep pockets, they want that like extra rare card. But, you know, the same. It's like getting a first edition card, you know, that has less printing, and you want that card instead of just the unlimited version because it's just more rare. Even though you're getting the same exact artwork and everything. But yeah, that sucks. They're not going to do theme decks anymore. I always like going and getting those Charizard ones because I mean they had Team Up last year, and then this year they had the Vivid Voltage theme deck with the Cracked Ice Charizard, Leon in the background. Just a cool card. I'm not sure what these are going to be going for. I think the PSA 10s on these are going to be a little tougher from what I'm seeing just from the centering, but it just depends on the grader. I mean, I'll definitely get some PSA 10s. Tons of Dreadnought theme deck. Yeah, I know. Freaking Dreadnought. Every time I'd hit a Walmart, I'd see like 2-3 Dreadnoughts and no Charizards. I'm like, God dang it. So I just started buying the Charizard theme decks on eBay, and I would bid on auctions, and I'd go like $15 shipped per each theme deck, and I've won quite a few of them. And it's like, if they paid $13 for it, not including tax, depending on what state they're in, they probably paid like $14 out the door. And if they're selling it on eBay for $15 out the door shipped, not including shipping that they have to pay, not including all the fees that they have to pay, like they literally just lost money. So I'm buying them off people so that they lose money on them. I seen one, they had like 3, I think it was like 3 Charizard themed decks, and they had like a few Dreadnought themed decks. Like some of these people just go into the Walmart and they just like grab a whole stack of stuff and they're like, oh, I'm gonna sell this on eBay, and then they sell it and they lose money. It's like, you're an idiot, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's just all part of this new flipper mentality that's going around. People steal lotteries and employee discounts. Some employees discount Target and gets 25%. Oh my God, man, I had to do that deal the other day where you get $50 in toys, and cards constitutes toys as well. I got a couple Funko Pops, and it was like you spend 50 and then you get $10 back, and I think if you spend 100, you get $25 back, um, which is essentially 25% off. But yeah, that's crazy. You can get 25% off. I use the red card, and I get Funko. Yeah, Funko Pops are still a thing. I don't. I collect them a little bit. I mean, just the stuff that I like. Like I'm into Back to the Future, so I have pretty much every Back to the Future Funko Pop. Um, I'm missing a few other like super ultra rare ones that are hundreds of dollars. But other than that, I got all the other ones. But yeah, they take up a lot of space, and you got to worry about the boxes getting dinged up or damaged or stuff like that. If I do sell them and throw them on eBay, I've got a box that they fit into perfectly. Put a few layers of bubble wrap around it, ship it out for like $4.50, $5. Um, Jack in the Box, dude. Yeah. Blackhawks mascot. I got a Blackhawks. It's one of those you put it in the sunlight and it like bows back and forth. It's funny. Married with Children. I think I got that on DVD, or I had it on DVD. Might have got rid of it. Yep. There's some really cool Funko stuff though, but especially at Target, if you go to the back area, like by the electronics, if that's how your Target's set up, there's a whole entire Funko display, and there's all kinds of like nerdy collectibles. You got Back to the Future, you got Batman, you got like the Gremlins, all kinds of like 80s stuff, 90s stuff. And Target's, they did a lot of throwback stuff of retro stuff like um, Care Bears and My Little Ponies. Some of the old board games, they have like retro versions. What's another one? Spirograph? I think it's called Spirograph. It was this thing we had as a kid. It was like in the 80s, but they were like these like different plastic things, and you would take a pen and you go like this with the pen, and it would go like this around the different things, and you'd make this really cool design on paper. And you had all these different ones that you could use, so you could change the design around. And yeah, I think I'll get one of those for my niece in a few years, but they got them at Target. Pokemon's with the sports cards have multiple slots sometimes. Yeah, they do have. And the problem is they're limiting that stuff just like they're limiting the sports cards, when in fact there's tons and tons of Pokemon cards sitting there, and not as many people are like snagging up all the Pokemon cards like they are with the sports cards. Um, wow, J-Dub got some Prism Football and got the $25 off. That's a sweet deal. Say you buy like 5 blaster boxes for $100, you just got them for 75. That's a really good deal. That's what, $15 a box. So $15 a box instead of $20 a box. That's a quite the deal, I would say. And then what are those going for on eBay? Like $40, 50 more? I don't even know. I know my buddy tried to get some Prism Football, and that was one of the things. He missed the Prism Football, he missed the Hoops Basketball, and then he got there and he got the Stadium Club Baseball, and the jackass that was stocking the shelves went and told the manager to limit them. So then he had to keep going back in like 5 times to get like a good amount of stuff. Then he also got the draft pick basketball. I wouldn't mind picking up some mega boxes. Those look pretty good. They got some pretty cool cracked ice cards in there, I think. And if you look at the last year's Prism draft basketball, those boxes are a crazy amount of money if you go on eBay. Like I think the blasters were like over $100, and I think the mega boxes were like over 150. So it's crazy how much money people are willing to pay on eBay. And I remember a year ago to the day buying that Prism basketball draft, and I bought a handful of it, and then I came back days later, and it was all still sitting there, and I grabbed some more cello packs or whatever, grabbed maybe a few more boxes, and yeah, that wouldn't happen now. It'd be gone in pretty much gone in a day, if that. That's why I hit the stores today to see. Some weeks they'll stock on like a Thursday, some week it's Friday. So I was actually really surprised. I saw a person there with the box, like literally unloading it onto the shelves. NBA Hoops Premium Stocks Blaster I think was $70. You buy it to rip it. Lucky I had a couple. Man, yeah, you got lucky there. I just know it looks really, really good, and I see a lot of people pretty excited about it. I just don't understand, like, we're already manufacturing 2021 cards. Why are we releasing a 2019 card? It makes no sense. Um, yeah, it's a gamble. It's tough to open. Yeah. Yeah, one of the blasters does sell for about 75. It'll come down. I mean, once you get more on the market and people are opening the cards, and it's just a chase game. I don't know. I was buying some of those John Morant cards from Chronicles. I really like the Flux cards, and I was getting those for like $15 a card, $20 a card. I just thought it was a really good deal. I sent them off to PSA, but of course you gotta wait 9 months to get the darn cards back from PSA. Yeah, the start of NBA. That's probably what I'll do after I get off here is watch some of the games. Has anybody been watching the games? Kevin Durant had his first game back. It was looking really good. Him and Kyrie. So I'm stoked about that. Um, LaMelo Ball he's starting to feel it, draining threes and making pretty sick passes. Zion had a pretty good game. I think he scored like 24. Uh, and Lonzo, he's looking good too. Just it's going to be a good season. It's going to be interesting. I think Curry. I think Curry played pretty well as well. Um, but 100 Zions at PSA. Yeah, I got probably 100 back. A few months back, I got them all back. I sold most of them. I still got a nice little number of Zions and John Morant's, but I've been, pretty much selling them off. I'm not trying to hold them for the long term, just trying to cash out and get the money and put it into something else. So a guy gave you his premium blaster as I got there a little late. Oh man. So I think sometimes these guys will snag so much of it up. They're like, they see you coming up. And they're like, I'm just gonna give this guy a box just to like keep him quiet, uh, got in before the price increase. Nice. Yeah, before they went to $15. I just you're playing such a speculative market when you're sending in all this ultra modern stuff, and there's so many people doing it, and it's so easy to go on eBay and buy stacks of these cards. So it's like not only are you sending all these cards in, but all these other people are sending them in, and by the time you get them back, there's already like hundreds of them on the eBay market, and it's just this cutthroat race to the bottom. And you see the prices are so much lower than what they were when you sent the cards in. It's like, why do you want to spend that much money on the cards, that much money on the grading, wait 9 months, and then you get them back, and then the cards have lost half of the value. Um, yeah, 89 Fleer would be a fun box to open. I've already got the Griffey in a PSA 10. I bought a guy's Griffey collection for like $100 and got like a ton of Griffies, and I sent a bunch of the Fleer ones in. I think I got 1 8, a whole bunch of 9s, and then like 3 10s. I think 2 or 3 10s. Um, but the Ripken with the bat, there's multiple versions of that where it's not centered, where it's like it's whited out, where it's got like black over it. There's some different versions of that Ripken card. I heard about Kyle Guy, and I also heard that don't buy into the hype, which I agree with. Just because he had one good game, don't go buying his cards, paying a huge premium. If you have a stack of Kyle Guy cards, now would be the time to sell them. I actually have probably a stack I can probably go through and just throw them all up on eBay and get whatever I get for them. Can tell which version it is. If you know the case that 89 Fleer came from, you can tell which version. Oh, nice. So if you know like the numbers on the box or whatever, you can kind of track it. Um, Rui, people have been buying Rui. I have a yellow hoops PSA 10 Rui. I'm just trying to get top dollar for it because I think I'm the only one with that card on eBay. Yeah, with sports, the only long term stuff I'm doing with sports is the guys that are already like established. They're either Hall of Famers, they're gonna be going into the Hall of Fame, or they're like players that were pretty significant, like the Barry Bonds, the Bo Jackson, Roger Clemens. These guys that really impacted the sport and kind of generational players. Those are the ones that I don't mind holding on to them because I know the prices aren't going to go down and they're just going to kind of steadily go up. And then of course the vintage stuff, the big name players. But yeah, when you're speculating on these new guys, hopefully you guys are doing your research and don't sit there and hold on to it thinking like 20 years from now it's going to be worth all this money because if you look at the vast majority of players from even the 90s 2000s whatever, they were like the big hype, the big news at that time, but if they kind of fizzle off over time and there's thousands of their cards that are graded, everybody's trying to dump them, you're never going to have this. The supply is going to be way more than demand and they're going to be worth nothing. Does PSA grade weirdo cards? I'm not sure. What are weirdo cards? Sexy robots. Oh my god. That's funny. I'm sure they would. I mean, they do garbage pail. They do, all kinds of stuff. So I would think there's definitely a possibility. I don't know why you would want to unless there's this like unless the cards have a substantial value or they're like signed or something. You want to get them authenticated, but if they're not worth a lot of money, it's just not really even worth it. I've thought of that, like, oh, I'd like to have like the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards from when I was a kid, like the original, like late '80s ones. That would be cool. But you know, it's if the cards don't have a lot of value, they're just not worth spending all that money to have them graded. Uh, you have a Kyle Guy Mosaic. It sold right after he made the game winner. Not worried about it. Yeah, he's not. Exactly. If he's not like a big player, it's just everybody going crazy over one game or one shot or whatever. That's really when you want to sell it. You know, the best thing is like if you have these cards for sale and you know about something like that happened, you want to like maybe jack your price up a little bit to try to like squeak a little bit extra money out of it. But other than that, just let the other guy. Like I sold a prism of Randy Arozarena, his autograph card. It was the only box of Prism baseball I bought just to open for the channel. Paid $20 for the box at Walmart or whatever. I pulled the Randy Arozarena autograph card. I stuck it in my box to the side, and I was flipping through that. I was like, "Holy crap! This was the autograph I pulled." Because at the time when I pulled it, he was a nobody, you know. So I threw it up on eBay for $250 or best offer, and I had a guy basically willing to give me $200, and I said, "Screw it! I'll just take the $200 and run." Basically 10x what I paid for the box, and Prism baseball is not gonna be something worth holding on to. It's it's the same with Optic. Anything that's Panini for baseball is just get rid of it. People grade Crest own family personal cards. Huh. Interesting. Josh Allen rookies. It's going up like crazy. Josh Allen. Not sure who that is. Girlfriend liked because smiley face, but back then he was nobody. Taos Chrome Hobby. That's funny. Oh man. Anyone want a PSA 4 Jordan? This stupid PSA 4 Jordan. This is gonna become a meme. But do not grade cards if there's any paper loss at all. This one just had a small little. I mean, there's a few there, but everything else about the card, perfect centering, perfect corners, surface looked perfect. Just pulled a little bit of the paper off, and I sent it in anyways just to see. Freaking came back a 4. like, like if you ever seen a PSA 4, you know how like jacked up the card looks, and there's no way that's a PSA 4. It's hilarious. Like if the card literally had a bend or a crease in it, it would be higher grade than that. Um, yeah, Topps Chrome 2021, that would be pretty cool. I'd like to see some of that get opened. That's going to be quite a ways out, isn't it? Like end of next summer, something like that. My buddy ordered, what was it, Update, and then Update ended up being a real big fail. So I don't know what he decided to do with all that. PSA 1 have good value sometimes. Yeah. People want a PSA 1 for some stupid reason. Um, End of July. Yeah, that's a long ways to wait. That's why I don't like the whole pre-order game, because you gotta wait so long. Especially if you had to pay up front, like having to like fork over that kind of money and have it just like sit for that long. Yeah, I don't think I would do that. I mean, yeah, I guess if you have enough capital, rolling capital or whatever. Paul Carl, what's going on? Everyone's fight over sealed product to flip for $20 profit in a Walmart clearance, buying 50-cent Fiskars scissors to make the same $20 with no competition. Oh gosh, Fiskars scissors. I've never even. $99 deposit, so not too bad. Yeah, that's not bad. If you got a box, you bought a case for like $3,000 and you only had to put $100 down. That's a really good deal then. Hey. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, there's a lot of deals you can find at Walmart. I know there's one YouTube channel. The guy, um, he's all about the hidden clearance, and he's got an app on his phone, and he'll scan the product, and it'll tell him what the price is. Um, and sometimes you'll find something that's just like crazily clearanced out, and there's no sticker on it or nothing. Um, that makes it that brings back a great memory. I was in Walmart looking at the sports cards, and I was there's a checkout lane right there, and there's always somebody there checking out a crap ton of groceries. And I guess the manager, she was helping the lady out with something, and she was there for a while. And then I was looking at the cards, and there was a box. I seen the bottom of the box had a sticker on it, which for the sports cards, it means that it's on clearance. It's going to be 20% off. Yeah, 20% off. But there's no like clearance sticker on it. And then I just was like, can you just check this price to see what it is? And the lady was like really rude with me, and or she just was like snobby about it. And then she was like, it's not clearance or to have a clearance sticker on it. I'm like, but it's got the sticker on the bottom of it, and that when you have the sticker on the bottom, it means it's over the regular barcode. It means they put it on a clearance. And she was just like, kind of like arguing with me, and then she scanned it, and she's like, it's 15.98. I'm like, oh yeah, it's on clearance, blah blah blah, because normally it's 19.99. It's 20% off. Kind of like proving her wrong, but not to be like a dick about it, but just to kind of explaining it to her. And then she was like, no, it's not. And so I ended up calling their corporate or whatever, and talking to them and telling them the whole story about this lady. And yeah, she's not working there anymore. Got her ass fired, or she quit or something, because she's gone. She gone. Because I just can't stand dealing with people like that. They're just, I don't know what her damn deal was. But hidden clearance is the best. I got a bunch of $60 retail Lego sets for $5. Holy crap. Someone sold them for Amazon. Yeah, I used to do Amazon. Ugh, God, I could tell stories about Amazon. I had friends on Amazon. I did Amazon. I was doing it full time, making like 60 grand a year, doing it pretty much part time. I'd send all my stuff into them, and then they'd sell it, ship it out. They dealt with all the returns. That was the biggest pet peeve of mine, was having to deal with returns on Amazon when you're selling the stuff and shipping it out yourself. Like, it's just so much more common than eBay. And then people want you to send them like a return label, and basically Amazon like always makes the customer right. Like they'll take a return on something that's like 3 months old. The customer will send something back and they'll like open it, damage it, whatever. I even had an item returned. So what you could do is you could have your item destroyed for like 15 cents, I think it was, or you could have them send you your item back for like 30 cents or 50 cents or whatever. So I had an item sent back and I got a pair of blue jeans, like Levi blue jeans that were like brand new and they were like bagged up and everything. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like I only sold DVDs, video games, CDs, some sealed toys, and I'm getting a pair of jeans back from Amazon. Amazon was just the biggest joke. I mean, I realize there's still money to be made there, but I got so like such a bad taste in my mouth over it. I'm never selling on Amazon again. And I have friends that are like kind of in the same ballpark. I'm still to this day getting emails. Oh, you've got long-term storage fees. It's like I don't have any items in my inventory. How the hell do I have storage fees? This is ridiculous, man. Ah, man. Fulfilling your own orders. Yeah, don't even bother, man. Amazon's a joke. Um, what you can do is throw those up on like OfferUp, Let Go. Of course, if you do ship them on there, it's like 12% they take out to 14% somewhere in there. But do the cash deals, man. Get a local deal for cash, so then you don't pay any of the taxes and crap. Um, or eBay. I mean, you might get a little bit lost on eBay, but I've been on eBay for 18 years and I haven't even done, even in the 18 years of eBay, I haven't even dealt with a fraction of the bull crap that I dealt with on Amazon. And I've heard it from some pretty big name, pretty smart, multimillionaire people that have multiple successful businesses that have talked about how Amazon is just a complete pile of shite. Um, if you succeed, then they sell similar product and undercut you. Yeah, that was another really, really bad issue. You'd buy like a DVD at, the store for, I'd get it at the thrift store for $2 and it's still sealed. And I'm like, oh, I can get, 19.99 for it. So you send it into Amazon. You're like, well, I'm going to get $12 after all the fees. I paid $2 for it. So I'm going to make $10 on it. Gets to Amazon. It's there for a little bit. And all of a sudden, Amazon comes in. They've got 30 plus copies of that same DVD sealed. Instead of putting it at 19.99, they put it at 8.99 and or 5.99 or some stupid price. And if you try to undercut them to sell it, you're literally losing money on the item. And there's literally nothing you can do about it. It's like they're taking people are selling their stuff on Amazon and basically helping Amazon. Amazon's making money off of them. They're supplying product for Amazon, so Amazon doesn't have to do all the work. And then Amazon has people out there that are finding all these products for them or whatever they're doing. And then now Amazon sells the product and they can sell it at such a way lower price because they don't obviously have to pay the fees that they have because they're Amazon. And yeah, it's just an absolute joke. I know a lot of people that dealt with that and just, man. Or just, you have so many items that get lost. Like you'll send stuff in, it'll be in the warehouse and then all of a sudden it just goes completely lost and you're like, where's this item at? What's going on? And then I had to buy a software where the software would go in and like work for you and like find where like Amazon didn't give you your money back on something or something got damaged or something got lost. And they would like find all this money within Amazon that Amazon should have gave you, but they didn't give you. And then you'd have to pay like a monthly fee for it, but you would end up making money in the long run. Selling the Dave and Buster's Pikachus for $15. Amazon came in for like $12.99, and I still went to $9.99 and made good profits. They had a buy box and easier. Yeah, and then they get the buy. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you get the buy box on items, your items just naturally sell longer because most people, they click on the listing. Oh, there's the buy box. Click, buy, and if your items just, they got to click extra buttons and look at all the different sellers and do all this extra stuff, your items aren't going to sell as much. And then, it's just such a joke. Yeah. Paul said he's glad we went off on this tangent. Haven't heard anything bad about FBA until right now. Definitely food for thought. Yeah. So once upon a time, I was selling like over $100,000 on Amazon, which isn't really a lot of money for, to most people. But the fact was, I was working part time. The stuff that I sold for over 100,000, I spent like maybe $10,000 to $15,000 on it. So even after the 60% of that went to fees, I was still left for like 70 or $80,000, and then you take out all your costs, you're still left with like 60 grand a year working part time. So it was like really, really worth it. And you got all these people that were complaining like, oh, Amazon's taking 40% of the money. I'm selling on eBay. It's like, okay, I have I have item A here. I can sell this on eBay for $5.99 plus shipping. Or I can send it into Amazon and sell it for $19.99 shipped. And Amazon's going to take 40%. I get $12. It sucks because they took 40%, but I have $12. Or I sell it on eBay and get $6. What makes more sense? Obviously, I'm going to sell it for $20 and end up with 12. So that's the thing with FBA, was that you're getting the most premium price that you're going to get for the item. So it doesn't matter that you're paying more in fees because you're making more money at the end of the day. And a lot of people couldn't see that, it's like you try to explain to people. So I was able to sell basically garbage on there and make 60, 50, 60 grand a year. The problem was every year they would start raising their prices. They raised their fees on these smaller items like media, whereas you can send in like this big box, this big board game or toy or whatever, and the fees on this altogether would be like $5. Okay, why are the fees on this big, huge thing that's taking up all this warehouse space $5, but this DVD that's like tiny, they're charging me like $7, $8 fees? It made absolutely no sense. It was so freaking annoying. Um, so that was one of the other issues with Amazon. Another issue was the taxes. Because you were selling FBA, you were technically selling stuff in all these other states, and you had the stuff was being stored in all these other states. So technically, you were supposed to have this whole tax system set up to where you were supposed to pay all these different states money based on where the item was and where it was shipped, and it's just a big cluster mess. And Amazon had their own stuff set up through this whole tax configuration or whatever. But to small guys like me or Ryan or anybody else that wanted to sell on there, it just didn't make any sense, and it was just one big headache, and the amount of money that you're going to spend to do it just didn't really make sense. Um, Kind of the same thing happened with eBay, but with eBay, you're shipping the stuff out yourself, so you really don't have to worry about your own state. Um, and then when they started charging sales tax like to everybody, no matter where you're buying it, this or that or the other, eBay has come in and they have set it all up. They pull the money out, disperse it. Like, you don't even have to worry about any of that. It's just all taken care of for you. So it's just all these headaches that you would normally have to worry about, you don't have to worry about. So that was one issue. Another issue was there was so many people getting booted from Amazon for just the stupidest things. Like, I had somebody buy a CD off me and they said the thing was fake. They left me a positive feedback, blah blah blah, great item, blah blah blah. Um, but then apparently I don't know if they burned it, and then they were like, oh, I'm just gonna return it or whatever, and they didn't want to pay the money to send the item back, so they're like, oh, this is fake. So that hit my account with a strike, and once you get like 3 strikes or something within 6 months, they'll just shut your account down. So I had no way to dispute it. The item was obviously not fake. The person had already left me a positive feedback, but the whole system of Amazon, there was nothing I could do about it. I just had to kind of move on. Um, and nothing really ever came about it other than the fact that I got the item back and was like, yeah, this is not fake. This guy's an idiot. Um, and then the other issue was, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, you would not get feedback like you do on eBay. You would get like maybe 1 in 20 people would actually leave you a feedback on Amazon. And the problem is most people only want to leave feedback when they don't have a good experience. So it was harder to get good feedback. Luckily, I was able to get 100% positive feedback on Amazon, which was very, very tough to do. And then you would get one negative or one neutral or whatever, and it could throw your percentage off. The nice thing was I figured out how to go through the support, what buttons to click on. Hey, this person said that this was this. Um, what I would say was it was a product review. Like the person was saying the product sucked, but it wasn't anything that I did or that Amazon, was slow getting them their item, or Amazon damaged the item or didn't box it right, or it was always something where I could like pin the blame on Amazon, or they're just reviewing the product. It's not me, or whatever. And the feedback would just get removed. So I was able to maintain my 100% positive feedback there for all those years. Um, yeah, eBay counts the tax part as a sales price for their final value fee. Oh my God, that is complete shite, man. That is bull crap. Yeah, there's some issues with eBay, definitely. Um, yeah, you should not be getting fees taken out of what the tax was, 'cause that's complete bull crap. Amazon is easy to buy from but harder to sell. Yeah, what I believe with Amazon, because Amazon's just this huge company now, it's just ridiculous. They want these big sellers, these multi-million dollar, big companies selling on Amazon, and then they want to have their own Amazon itself, with all their products that they're getting. They want to weed out the guys like me and Ryan and others that are just one man shows or small businesses or whatever that want to sell on there. And it's like, oh, you guys go sell on eBay, go sell on Mercari, like get out of here. You know what I mean? Like that's ultimately what I felt, and their customer support and just the way they ran everything, that really I could really sense that and feel that that's what the way it was going, that they didn't care about the little guy, they didn't care about oh some of your products got damaged, oh well, customer screwed you over, well sorry, you know it's just ridiculous. Which is another issue is they would give like discounts to the customer, or oh Amazon didn't ship the item out in time to the customer, so then they had to give them a refund, or just so many just issues, man. It was just so much crap. uh, Third party flooding the Walmart app. All I'm trying to do is find crap from Walmart. That's funny. Plus selling cards in my full time gig. Yeah, so yeah, my main revenue is selling cards. I do eBay. That's where 90% or more of my income comes from. And then I also sell cards on ComC. Check out my cards. I just box up all the cards, send them into them, and then I'll price them out on there, and then they just sell. I've been at the point of making about 10 grand every 6 months on there, but it's only my first 6 months. So I'm calculating if I keep with the flow, it'll be 25 grand next year on there. And that's just all extra money on top of my eBay run business. Because obviously I'm grading cards, I buy the cards from wherever, and then I send them off to PSA, who is slower than balls. But when you do get cards back from PSA, it's tens of thousands of dollars. We make thousands a month filling out envelopes. That's funny. What do you mean, filling out envelopes? And then other than that, I also sell on OfferUp, which is I did Facebook, but Facebook really like same thing with Amazon where they just push people to the side. My buddy was making a killing on there, and he was shipping out everything, and there was no fees and anything like that on Facebook marketplace. And then all of a sudden, like his store just like got shut down, like nothing selling. Like, but I've sold some good stuff on over the year, Facebook, OfferUp, all that kind of stuff. Anytime you can get cash in hand, it's just like that's the way to go. And then if I wanted to, I know of a card shop I could take cards to and sell, and all that. And then I make a little bit off YouTube. It's just residual from my other YouTube channel. It's not a lot of money, but it's still like free money. So um, basically, I have 4 incomes right now. So anytime you're self-employed and that's your full-time income, you should have at least, the more income streams you have and ways to make money is kind of like the way to go. Because, when one avenue kind of falls apart, for instance, Amazon, that was my majority of my income at one point, and then it kind of like slowed down, and then I kind of like was getting a lot of money from YouTube, and then it kind of like dwindled down on Amazon, but then my YouTube went up, and then I had this third business with the trading cards, and then after a few years of doing the trading cards and then starting to make a profit and having a big collection and being able to like do the grading and do all this stuff, I was able to transition this last year with my eBay business into a full-time actual business entity under my corporation business. So now, my PayPal is now a business, and I have, I'm tax exempt, so everything I buy on eBay is tax exempt. And so it was a transition, but yeah, now that's my main income, because I knew I was not going to be able to rely on YouTube. And Amazon I quit doing like 2 years ago. It just finally got to the point where it was like, I'm done. Get back about 94% of our money earned. Chumba Casino. Go to Sweet Rules. Send in, you get $5 free, then the cash out once paid. Played once. Huh. Carson got $3,000. Holy crap. Go to Sweeps Rules. For every envelope you do and send in, you get $5 free. Then can cash out once played once. Huh. Interesting. So, what do you mean send an envelope in and you get $5? Filling out envelopes. What do you mean? I don't get it. Maybe I'll ask Carson about it, but $3,000 filling out envelopes? Interesting. Man, we've been live an hour and a half. Start talking, I get off on a tangent. Man. Scott Skiles. You guys think I should grade any of these cards? I graded the 2 Jordans out of here. This is the Fournier cards. I think there's a Larry Bird in here. Ooh, what's this? The sticker card of Jordan. I wonder if that's worth anything. Yeah, it looks like about a PSA 7 there. Michael Jordan. Unlimited amount, just gotta do work and pay for expenses like stamps. So, what are you sending? So, write a small paragraphs saying you want free coins, then mail them to them, and they credit you $5 each one. But wouldn't they know that you already sent them one? Like, how can you do that over and over and over again? Half his face looks different. Ooh, there's a Kareem in here. Kareem, he's doing his hook shot there. I know the Jordan like this got a 10, I think. Then we got Larry Bird, he's all up there. A couple of the top guys in here, Magic Johnson. That's cards 1, 2, and 5 right there. I'll have to look and see what these are going for. Pretty cool, they just got the NBA backs on them. Got Stockton, Danny Manning. Some of these are just Alvin Robinson, Ralph Sampson. Big guys back then, but Alex English, Berkeley, Malone, Ewing, Drexler, Dominique Wilkins, Adrian Dantley, Thomas, Byron Scott, McHale, Robert Parrish. I've been working on getting his rookie card. And Hakeem Olajuwon. I think if I was gonna grade any of these, I would probably do Kareem, Bird and Magic Johnson. Maybe a Olajuwon. It's allowed as many as you want. That's weird. That is really weird. It's considered a sweepstakes, so they legally have to give away to enter for free. They have to give away to enter for free. So it's like you're gambling on there, but it's free money. So, but then you get free money. But then you can cash the money out because you were given that money from them for free, and then you're cashing it out, having them send that money to your bank account. So, man, that is crazy. So $5, got $3,000. So he did. What did he do? Like 600 of those things. He did 600 envelopes. Just that is nuts. That is crazy. Sweeps coins. Each one sweep coin is a $1. Huh. That is crazy. So then you get all that money and then you gamble it, and then once you gamble that $5, you can actually like take it all back, like cash it out. 20 a day. So how are you? So you're getting $100 a day, so that's $3,000 a month. How are you writing like? Is each one? Are you writing a different like paragraph, or are you just printing the same darn thing out every single time, putting it in an envelope and then stamping it and sending it off? You got $3,700 this month. Holy crap, man! That is crazy. That is some crazy stuff. Why would they want to give away all that money? Like, yeah, the same thing. It's got to be handwritten. Oh my God, that's crazy. Handwritten. You can't just type it out. No address labels, etc. Oh, you can't do address labels on the outside of it. Subsidize gamblers are subsidizing. I mean, if you're doing what, an hour or two of work writing out all these letters and stamping them and sending them off, but then you're getting $100 a day. They have to legally, plus a lot of people would wind up losing it anyways. Oh yeah, a lot of people just end up losing the money anyways. Yeah, they would. I mean, but if they don't have people actually paying money to play their app, then how are they making money? Or is it like an actual gambling app? Yeah, hire a neighborhood kid to do it. That's actually pretty smart. I gave you $10 a day. Just write all these letters. Write the address on here. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I appreciate you coming. Good talk here. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I thought about that. However, if they see handwriting different, then they can ban you. Oh, weird. They would get smart and do it for more. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned some stuff. Stay tuned. We'll probably do the Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer Backs tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. I think out of the packs I opened, I didn't pull any amazing rares or rainbow cards or anything. So hopefully we get one out of that box. Chumba Casino. Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, seems like a legit deal. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.